With the Xbox Developer Direct right around the corner, a lot of people are expecting a full Forza Horizon 6 blowout. But if you look at how Playground Games and Xbox usually handle these events, that's probably not what's coming. In this video, I'm going to break down what we'd actually like to see based on past Horizon reveals, Developer Direct pacing, and Playground Games marketing patterns. And stick to the end, because I'll actually finish with a few strong predictions for what shows up tomorrow. If we look back at the Forza Horizon 4 and Horizon 5's initial reveals, they were never very in-depth breakdowns. More or less short, confident showcases that show gameplay first, hype second, and then mainly details later. We also know with the Xbox Developer Direct moves very fast. 3 big games are spread over about an hour presentation, so we can expect the Horizon window to be about 10 minutes or so. And the goal of that time is not to explain everything, but just to show some polished gameplay and build momentum. And don't get me wrong, I am incredibly excited to finally see gameplay in Japan, especially with a focus on the density and the quality, but I do just want to set some realistic expectations because I don't think we're going to get a huge information dump just yet. I will come back to that though. So if they're only going to have 10 minutes to present, what do I actually expect them to show? For Horizon 6, I'd expect them to open with their segment with gameplay immediately. There will likely be quick introductions to set the mood of the environment, maybe focus on the weather, seasons, and probably lighting, but I'm certain the gameplay is going to be their main focus. I also think that we'll get a brief mention of the story or progression, especially since the headline seems to be becoming a legend. It won't be deep enough to establish a direction, I reckon though. And we may even get a glimpse of the map, but I don't expect a full breakdown, maybe just a tease showing off some of the features, the landmarks, and the environment. This is also where they'll say they'll probably show off some of the new features that are confirmed. Again, I don't expect them to really go in depth, that's more of a later job, but they would want to get the idea out there at least. And customization will probably get a feature too. I expect there to be a big improvement from the previous game. Check out my other video if you want more information on that. But here just maybe a quick tease to signal that it has been actually worked on. And if history serves us correct again, they will likely introduce a developer or character that's in the game, something that's happened to give us a bigger picture on what the culture we saw, like with Horizon 5. So that's what we can reasonably expect. And I hope there's probably a bit more information, but for now, let's just talk about what we probably won't see at the Developer Direct. Despite how important they are, I don't expect them to deep dive into core systems, things like online features, communication tools, progression systems, or detailed user-generated content features. The Developer Direct is designed to build hype, not complex details. It's about proving the game exists, looks polished, and has a clear vision. Anything that requires extra menus, explanations, or long demonstrations is almost always saved for later. With Horizon 5 and even Forza Motorsport, most of those features were broken down in follow-up showcases and monthly updates. I fully expect Horizon 6 to follow the same pattern before the release. So think of tomorrow's Direct less of a full reveal and more of just like a starting point, the deep information will come later on. And that brings me to my fun part, and that's my actual predictions for the Horizon 6 Developer Direct. I think we'll see small but focused sections on the environment, map, story, direction, and customization, but I also think the showcase ends strong with a release date and even a cover car reveal. I haven't mentioned it yet, but my prediction for the cover car is the Toyota GR GT, with the Land Cruiser as the secondary four-wheel drive. It just makes too much sense. I also think pre-orders will go live immediately after the Direct. We saw a hint with this with the last week's Premium Bundle leak, which I believe was meant to coincide with this event instead. And finally, the pricing. I expect Forza Horizon 6's price to land around 120 Australian dollars, similar to Forza Motorsport and modern AAA releases, so hopefully you've all started saving. But let me know what feature you guys want to see in the comments. I'll release my own Dev Direct deep dive right after the Direct itself, so subscribe if you want to see that, and I can't wait. Thank you guys for watching.